on the game. Or you can go to the YouTube.
Running on first down, Eckler. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Going deep here for Allen. And that is incomplete.
It seems like when you go deep,
Force
you
bearing
just
down
can't,
on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Come down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
At their own 20-yard line.
What the heck? What is on that working, bro?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. First down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Harris on the cover.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He was brought down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Henry brings it in. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down.
At the 44-yard line.
Draw play, it's Eckler. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you got to hit the jackpot there.
And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Herbert. Now he'll pull it down. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first. And Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
That one play out, man.
DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Cowboys.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Complete. The ground. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Eventually able to punch this one through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Prescott stripped, but I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis and Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
But I don't really converse with the Caucasians. Yeah, I gotta watch that game.
The kickoff for Dallas.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter.
That nigga Westbrook stinks.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
Every time you need this nigga to show up, bro. Like this nigga. 13 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. It's the fullback taking it in. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with a smaller guy. More power. They score.
And it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. Where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
About 3 yards there to the 27. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Herbert on 3rd down now. This defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Herbert going to keep it on the sneak. Herbert has it knocked free. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now. But I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game, because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On third down, it's Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
Number 30.
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Herbert on first down now. He completes it to Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. We're back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. On first down, it's Herbert. Complete. It's Henry. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. And it's caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
At the 2-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And they're able to up the lead by one more.
Makes the score Chargers 24, Cowboys 6. Time Long set to kick off.
Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Chris Harris with a pick. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
And caught by Henry. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, 32 yards. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown.
Lining up for the extra
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
31.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially.
Oh.
So a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10. At their own.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
A gain of
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Dalton off play action. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. This is Lamb on the end around. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
The ball carrier.
8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
It's a gain of 8.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll run it with Elliott. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now Dalton, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Run it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away. Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Once more, here's Eckler. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball. And now look at this. Big game. A fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete.
Here's Ty Long now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Rocky got the lead again.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. He'll return it from the 6. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime, obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm
Oh,
Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.
I'm gonna do it for the Thunder. Oh, Harden, bake that nigga. Harden, what are you doing with them twists? What the hell I'm receiving?
They say fall and you let go. But I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You were raised for the cause.
You gotta hit that, boy. Hey, D, what's up with this guy, man?
Yeah, look at me, out the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yet a parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs in a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go? Where do I know? They don't know my name.
Offensive foul, huh? Hey, man, he was outside the jump. That nigga Chris Paul ain't trying to go out in that first round again, man. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired, man.
Outside, there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk, see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising. Thinking, what type of knowledge gon' sink in? Life gives you limits, and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage. Way before they pour it on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze on each and every way. Put me in the water for the
Ooh, Harden. Yeah, I'm ready for it, man. Come on, CP3, man. Look at aggressive CP3 up, man. Come on, CP. Aggressive CP up, man. CP, man. What are you doing out here? Who is Chris Paul? Who, nigga? Look at Westbrook ready to blow it. Westbrook ready to blow it. Yeah, CP. Cook some Schroeder. Gallinari. Oh, nigga sent Gallinari stuff.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air.
A moment ago,
here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. Takes this about 5 yards deep.
Now they're going to keep the
decision to bring it out ends up not being a good. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
Quarter, man. happened getting that portal, man.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
He was brought down.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play.
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he's taken down, but able
to call with another 3 to tie it, man.
10 yards
there you go, CP. That's CP I'm talking about.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the
2
38.
minutes left, 98. That's CP I'm talking about, man. The one that don't want to go home, man. Okay, got the stop. Come on, CP. Come on, CP. Ooh! Oh, you gotta finish that, CP.
And they'll set him back 5.
Yeah, Schroeder. Push the pace on them niggas.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now it's Ryan. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Come on, kid. You gotta go up with that, bro. Kicking that out for that. That's trash. Alright, Westbrook ready to take a nigga to the rack, man.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan completes it to Lee. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
How about the timing on that one? Where they were in
oh my God, Thunder. Oh my God, bro.
Right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Hey, Schroeder.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A gain of 5. First down, Atlanta.
Told you, been up 2, bro. Big ass
tight ends here on 1st down. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Stocker's got it, complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Oh my God, Russell Westbrook with a
second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Here's Gurley. And we'll get inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package.
This nigga Russell Westbrook pulled up for a elbow.
I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion.
Gurley again, the ball.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 36, Ryan start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Seattle.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let me tell you something real good, man, Rockets. Y'all stink.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 61 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
Well, my jump dumb behind. You can't even. You only call on my jump.
And I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. To throw is Ryan. Receiver that's Hayden Hurst. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10. On first down, it's Gurley.
You can call on the floor was the
shoot back. Second down.
The tackle made by Jordan Brooks. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Play action. Ryan.
Juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
On first down, it's Carson. Pass from 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 33 and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
But they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside if they're going to play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Falcons' 14-yard line.
On 2nd down, Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Wilson. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
Hey, that nigga Russell. Hey, that nigga Russell Westbrook stinks.
That time there was very little.
That nigga stinks, man.
That it was only knocked
That
away
nigga
and not
stinks, man.
intercepted.
Get that nigga gone, man.
That drive
Russell
took him
Westbrook needs to go
inside
to
the
the
10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop.
That nigga need to go to the Bobcats and live his career out
right? Made him kick the
with the
field
Hornets, man.
And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
That nigga Russell Westbrook need to go play the rest of his career with the Hornets, man.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Put up.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would
that
think about
nigga
some play
got
calls
chill
now,
with that,
not even
bro.
necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball, trying to get things settled down a little bit.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from
Hey,
this
that nigga
10-point
Russell
deficit.
stink though, yeah.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I never seen a nigga trick so many playoff games in my life.
Ryan's throw caught by Jones. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Gurley. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
That nigga goes, like, take your time, bro. Look, they was down by 2. The nigga come up the floor 100 miles per hour.
We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Looking deep for Julio. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. That's sort of the second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds so bad, bro.
Yeah, you gotta be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it.
I need Westbrook. Y'all niggas along with that. He can choke out of
to about the 39.
Brought down at the 39.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback to a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Chris Paul and good, bro.
About set to begin their next
This
drive. The
nigga Chris
Falcons
Paul, he thought
offense
the
at the
Thunder was
line.
gonna
It
be
was still more than a
doing
minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I
What
would
you
think
doing,
that they
bro?
have to. This is today's
That's the niggas
NFL.
that traded
You
him.
gotta push
They
it
are
whenever you get an
damn
opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered
Hey,
offenses that you
Rockets
face.
stink on so many
And
levels,
analytics
man.
will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The linebacker Bobby Wagner able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And here's a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. On first and 10. It's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
At the 16-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes.
That nigga's
and the Seahawks add
on
on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone.
Potentially first round, like Westbrook been doing.
Had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Oh, definitely gonna get dirt bag. How much is taken, man?
Offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
Speed.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the 22, Wilson. It's caught, block it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they can get back in it in a hurry.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Here we go. It's Gurley. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This is Carson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
And he's good. Caught in the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks, they're able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down. It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Here's Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They're going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Hayden.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Atlanta, Georgia's the spot, and glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Ryan. His pass is intercepted.